And we're back with Richard Reviews. Today we are reviewing a book for richardreviews.com/Griffin Chestnut here on YouTube. Today's book that Richard will be reviewing for us is titled Never Let Me Go, a novel by Kazuo Ishiguro. This is an official main book prize finalist and an official page turner and a heartbreaker, a tour de force of knotted tension and buried anguish. This, of course, was written by Time in Time's official magazine. This is Richard's personal piece. This is from his prized collection that he is here to review it for us. He received this book from his private contractor in the Canadian region in the Yukon Valley. And he received it in 2014, which is his contractor out there was since suspended. In 2014, it's the also same year that he read it as well. He completed reading this recording in the year 2014, and Richard gives this 2 thumbs up. This piece is amazing. Richard had nothing but good things to say about this piece. He considered it one of the best pieces he's read of that year, considering the fact that Richard had done a lot of his reading that year. He has read a Special Christmas by Beret Greene, and he has also read Anything But the Man by Tony Stark, who supplied 3 helicopters to the diner. This has been on Richard's list of pieces to obtain and complete for quite some time after hearing about it from a 5-year-old in a gas station in Canada. Richard has a few collective memoirs that he's considering to release to the public by a thorough investigation. This will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Thank you, Richard, for providing this beautiful book for us. And thank you, Richard, for reviewing this piece. Had it have not been for Richard, many people 22 hours later would not have known about this piece. So his intelligence and his inquisitive period and distance apparently could not only inexplicitly suggest that perhaps Richard knows more than he's mentioning. It's not something you throw away. Carried him through 12 of his years' experience. Feasibly, Richard can sugarcoat maybe 12 years of his life, but still, the point of the matter is, especially if you know Richard and you know the adults that Richard hangs out with, Richard goes through the line of, again, where there is a near impossible, especially downright amazing escape artist. Richard has done thorough investigation, and he completed his work in his bachelor's degree in the New York region, in upstate New York, where he is from, near the town of Schenectady. This is Richard's personal piece, which we're going to take a look at. We're going to look at the condition and the climax and the characters and everything else that is thoroughly investigated. It is a soft cover, as you can tell. It's got great weight and great volume. Okay? Good soft cover. It's got good bend, as you can tell. Nobody bends like this, and nobody really knows it like Richard. But we're going to look at the cover, as you can tell. Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro, and the bottom condition, where we have the cream, is very nice. Everything is in good condition. You have the bottom trim and the top brim, and the cream in the middle is just as foremost as a normal cream would be. We take a look at the side, and once again, the side cream is once again in perfect foremost. The top brim, the bottom trim, and the middle cream, all in position and all in fabulous condition. And the top, of course, the top cream is in more good condition. Top cream, bottom trim, top brim, full cream, nice seam. Even on the side, we have Never Let Me Go, Kazuo Ishiguro, an eyeball, and the publishing corporation's executive decision who camps out. Beautifully done. So towards the back, we have a more dilated constipation and erectile dysfunction, which you can look up Ridgeline online. Richard doesn't necessarily agree with the subsidized catering project described earlier as a large fecal matter. This is a different approach. As you can tell, unusually hairless men usually tend towards the bodybuilding physique condition drive, which is known by many to be an unlikely event. Richard snacked up on Slim Jims and herpes in 1994, so he was constipated throughout 2006 due to the lack of sodium and carbohydrates he fixated on. This was actually represented in a beautiful tone from a different part in which the narrator and main protagonist cliff dives off of his separate footnotes. And you can tell right here, this is the author himself, Mr. Ishiguro, and let's get a close-up of him. He's got his glasses on, and he does have a sort of a smirk that's very attentive to the light. But there is a beautiful, terrifying look about him, a little bit conspiracy-esque, being from planet Earth and everything. But we can assure you that his nostalgic, inescapable year of the core is a beautiful thing to at hand. Down here we also have the price, where it's priced at $14 American, which is a reasonable price and something that Richard definitely has incorporated into his substantial payback. Okay, this is a nice piece. This is a very fluent piece, and it fits well in Richard's collection. He considers this one of his greatest. 2 thumbs up from Richard, and he definitely issues an apology to the readers who thought that this was ruined on his blog. You can click the link in the description. Nowhere did the Park Service announce that the plot was leaked online. Therefore, Richard's uploading his review before the actual book was published turns out to be not exactly an error on Richard's part, but more so an error on the park rangers of the Nebraska police. As for the piece, it is in beautifully typed Times New Roman, and we have a little space to font, but the condition is very good, and there are no eloquent footnotes. Richard tried to keep this copy clean. He didn't go too hard on the highlighter and writing and his little opinions on the sides. So take that for what you will. This is a part of Richard's guaranteed reading list that he uploaded and created a separate playlist for, so make sure to check that out on his channel. And any more comprehensive discussion on this will be uploaded directly to his blog, which you can click the link in the description down below. That's it for Richard Reviews. This has been an official Richard Reviews book, Never Let Me Go, a novel by Kazuo Ishiguro. This is Richard Reviews.